I've got a few tree stumps that I've got to actually cut up. I've shown a video of me cutting with a bow saw, and I love that. It's quiet, it's soothing, you're burning a bit of energy, and it just feels natural and good. But I'm going to have to use a chainsaw on these bits of wood. They're of that size, and on top of that, if I was to get a hand saw that could do it, I'd probably need two people, and I have a chainsaw at my disposal, or shall we say a chainsaw is mine, and I'm going to use it to cut these bits up. But I will strongly state that what I'm doing and how I'm doing it is not a professional way of doing it. It's not how the safety people would recommend it. I do not have the safety equipment. I am on my own property and this is my own wood. But I strongly will make the statement that this is not how it should be done. And if you are, you do need to be qualified, understand what you're doing, understand the machinery, and you do need the safety equipment. Do not attempt to do what I'm doing here. The only thing in my defence is I've been using chainsaws for a long time, but that still doesn't stop accidents happening. So please do not think that this in any way, shape or form is an okay in how I'm doing it. Yeah, so I've just cut those pieces up, and you can quite clearly see the mess, and the difference between a bow saw is this fine powdery stuff. It doesn't waste a lot of wood. A chainsaw, my god. If you can see that, that is, a lot of dense wood there. It won't be wasted. I'll sweep it up and it will go into the fire. But the difference, if you put it side by side, as you can see, bow saw or hand saw, chainsaw just rips through and creates hell of a mess. But hey, that's the necessity to do the job at the moment. My chainsaw is a cheap one. I inherited this one. Like most of my equipment, people just see me struggling and then donate equipment. I do have another one, but that needs a bit of mechanical attention. I'm just having a cup of tea here and then I'll crack on. I want to get some of these pieces over here, the bigger pieces, done. Then I'll put the saw away, because the smaller gauge stuff can be done with a hand saw, and I've no intention of making more mess, more noise, use more fuel, and indeed, shall I say, contribute to more than the environmental damage of two-stroke fumes and oil. It's a bloody noise. The birds just disappear for a good 10 minutes or so, but it takes them quarter of an hour, I would say, before they start coming back, and I can listen to the birds and that again, which ultimately I do enjoy, being down this part of the garden and seeing that, but and hearing it, as I was stating. But yeah, I am wearing a pair of earmuffs. That's one thing I am wearing, because I'm deaf enough as it is. Okay, I'm going to finish my cup of tea and then we'll see what we do then. Yeah, the only thing I'm really showing by doing this is just somebody cutting a piece of wood with a chainsaw, and I don't suppose that's 100%, shall I say, if I use the term, relevant, normal, and indeed the way things are in the modern world now. So I'm just going to cut through a few bits of wood just to let you see the comparison in this video compared to the one where I'm cutting wood with just a hand saw and, shall we say, a splitting axe. But you can see by those two methods how much, shall I say, enjoyable doing it by hand is compared to this method. But like I said, this has its place, and as I've already stated, whatever I'm doing in this video, do not copy it, because I've already explained to you the reasons why you shouldn't. So I'm going to crack on, and you won't hear me talking this, I can promise you. Yeah, and by just watching that you can see the noise, the mess, the smoke and everything like that. So I think it has its place, obviously, a chainsaw, but I strongly suggest, if you just watch this, just watch the one where I'm cutting wood and actually splitting it with an axe, and it makes all the difference. It feels a lot more enjoyable and organic than this, but like I said, it has its place. Well, I did, I suppose, what a lot of people would say I would probably have done. I got lazy and I just went through all of it while I had the chainsaw and all the noise. I can pack that up for the rest of the year. I've got enough here for the amount of times I have a fire to do me. So yeah, it's done, but I hope it demonstrated how much nicer and more pleasant it is and enjoyable with a handsaw. So yeah, I've just completed this, so I'm going to call it a day. So cheers, Andy. Yeah, I thought I'd just tag this on the end. All the wood actually stacked up, and there's enough to get me through till spring. So I'm well pleased. That was time well spent, even though it was, as I keep saying, noisy, dirty and smelly, but the job's done now.